So I think this ship is disgustingly overpowered. I really wish they would nerf this ship instead of just removing it from sale. Like, it just doesn't fix the problem that everybody already has it, and that it's just super, super cancerous to play against. I don't understand it. I don't understand why you're going to print a ship, put a ship in the game that just takes basically no skill use and is good at any range, any angle. It doesn't matter. You just get your same damage, and you have an insane reload. This ship's nuts. I'll go into it in more detail. Okay. Why is this ship overpowered? Because you can shoot high explosive the whole game, and you will be way more effective and efficient than you would be if you shot AP the whole game. Now, obviously, the most efficient is to switch back and forth when necessary, but when the shell type that requires no precise aiming, it doesn't require you to catch someone broadside, it doesn't care about angle, it doesn't care about armor, it doesn't care about anything like that. When that's your best ammo type, that's a problem. That's a big problem when that's the most efficient way to play, because it teaches you to just shoot at whatever is angled, whatever is the easiest to hit, whatever is the easiest to get damage from. Here you see the little shooting bug where I don't actually get to shoot all my guns. It'll fix itself, but the biggest issue is like this. This Thunderer is angled to me. I got an 8k salvo and a double fire. He repairs it. I get a 6k salvo and a fire. He's now burning. Guaranteed that's around 10,000 damage for that one fire, plus the 5,000 damage. There's basically no incentive to push in and play the game in this ship. You're incentivized to stay at the back, to stay safe, because you do have somewhat weaker armor, and because your dispersion is so good, you can just sit at the back, shooting this ammo type that doesn't care about angling, doesn't care about anything, doesn't care about armor, and just collect free damage. Now, I am focusing this Thunder specifically because I was really tilted at this moment in my stream from all the Thunderer players just constantly doing exactly what I'm doing. Sitting at the back, angled away, kited out, spamming HE. I at least don't have range mod. I was fighting against a couple range mod Thunderers that had dived with an FDR. So that was not very fun. So I decided to take my Thunderer out. And then my goal was, if I saw a Thunderer on the enemy team, I was going to focus it until it died. And that's what we're doing here. I hate this ship, man. It prevents any sort of fun in the game. And that's why a little joke that we've been using is that a Thunder is a CV. It's not a battleship, because it does the same thing. It prevents you from pushing in and having fun. It's not as bad, obviously, because it doesn't spot for itself, and it can't shoot over islands, and it has limited range. But it's still horrible to fight against. As you can see, we're at nearly 70k already in the first 5 minutes, and we haven't even been shooting all that efficiently. This ship is played by a lot of people these days, and I'm hoping that's because it's being taken out and there's just so many people rushing to get it, that's why it's so popular. And then, like Smolensk, hopefully there's just less and less of them in the queue as time goes on. But right now, Tier 10 is one of the worst tiers to play, because every game, pretty much guaranteed, every game at Tier 10, you're going to be facing at least one of a Thunderer, a Conqueror, a Smolensk, or a CV. So you're pretty much guaranteed to not be pushing in ever at Tier 10. And that's why I've been playing Tier 9s. As you've seen on the channel, I've been playing Tier 9s more. I'm trying to play Tier 7s more. It's all because Tier 10 is just so unfun at the moment. Now, the reason I like to play Tier 10 is because I hate being bottom tier. That's one of the most frustrating things for me, is to be bottom tier and have to deal with bad teams and having to carry from a position of weakness. But right now, it ain't worth playing Tier 10, man. Just because there's so many of these ships. There's 3 in this game, right? Well, I saw a game where I was in my GK trying to play a full secondary build on stream, and there was 4 Thunderers on the enemy team, a CV, and 3 Thunderers on my team, as well as our CV. So what are you supposed to do against that? Like, how are you supposed to ever push in against that? This ship has insane concealment. It has really good maneuverability. It has okay armor. It's better armor than Slava, you know? It's got insane guns. The reload, by the way, is around 22 seconds. And if you manage to activate Cunningham, that drops it below 20-second reload on HE shells that can slap you for most of your HP every 19 seconds. I just don't understand why this ship exists like this. I would have loved if the HE sucked. If this ship had no HE, I would love this ship. I guarantee you, if this ship had no HE, this would be one of my most played ships. I guarantee it, because then it would be a tier 10 Warspite. Somewhat weak armor, but makes up for that with incredibly accurate, powerful guns that overmatch a lot of stuff at the tier. That's what a Warspite is. And I was hoping that Thunder would be that when it came out. But as we all know, AP is the less optimal ammo choice compared to HE. It's so sad, man. And you just can't push against this. You just can't. You're going to see it. There's Georgia, and then there's a Massachusetts later on. How much damage we can do them in such a short period of time. I don't get it, man. I don't get why high explosive is so good in this game at long range. I just can't. I just don't understand. Does Wargaming just hate brawling? Do they hate people pushing in? Do they want their game to become a 20-kilometer snipe fest? Because that's what it's becoming. I'm sure you guys have seen that in your games where nobody ever wants to push. They all stay in their spawn and run away, and the first thing everybody does is turn around and reverse towards the enemy team, and it's sad, man. And of course, if you try and go against that and you say, oh, screw the meta, I'm going to do something else, well, you just die. You're an idiot if you do that, right? You just die. Because all these ships are so powerful, right? Like, I talk a lot about how battleships are the worst class in the game. And that's true for most ships, but Thunder and Conqueror do not apply to that at all. Now, Conqueror is a different beast. That ship doesn't have the accuracy this ship has, but, I mean, good luck killing a Conqueror, man. Like, one that stays angled, every minute or so, a little over a minute, it's going to be healing for 40k damage. And that's guaranteed 40k damage, assuming they don't eat a Citadel or a Torpedo. So, yeah, good luck killing that thing. Meanwhile, it's just spamming 12 high explosive shells at you. And at closer ranges, it's definitely nasty to deal with. There you go. There's Cunningham activated. Just look at this reload now. We're on 64k HP. You know, casual 19-second reload on 457mm guns with the best dispersion in the game for battleships. It's sad, man. It truly is sad. If you don't have this ship, I mean, you have to get it. You just have to get it before it disappears next patch. Sorry, not next patch. 10.1. 10.0 is coming out this Wednesday. This is being recorded on a Saturday. But you just have to get this ship. End of February. You got to get this. Save up your coal as much as you can. Georgia's a more fun ship, if you're wondering. Georgia's a way more fun ship. I find this incredibly boring. And in fact, frustrating. Even, like, I was frustrated while playing this at how easy it was compared to my experience in other Tier 10 battleships that day. It's so annoying how easy it is to play this ship. Because you just hit people at any angle for 10k damage in a fire. It's basically guaranteed. It's the easiest, dumbest ship in the game, aside from CVs. Because you're not a destroyer who has limited HP and relies on good positioning to be powerful. You're not a cruiser who also generally relies on pretty good positioning and angling and not getting caught broadside to be powerful. This thing, oh, you just sit bow pointed away at 20 kilometers, nothing's going to ever kill you, and you just constantly lob these massive, huge hits onto people. That poor Massachusetts, by the way, just burning up. The instant he just got lit inside my range, he just burnt up instantly. How sad is that, man? The dude is trying to play his secondary battleship at tier 8, and he finds himself in a tier 10 game, and a Thunder just burnt him down from 30k HP in an instant. It's half his health, man. Like, there you go. 8k in a double fire. Is he gonna rep that? Oh, he is gonna rep that. Oh, well, let's just shoot him again. Maybe we can get another fire. And some more damage. But it's just such a... Like, he's angled away. He's running away at 22.3 kilometers. Right? Look at that dispersion. It's so broken. 12k in a fire? Perma-fire? He might even burn out to that fire if he doesn't have all of the fire reduction stuff and he doesn't have a heal. Like, I don't know what else to say, man. If you think this is okay, I would strongly suggest you to reconsider. I would strongly suggest you reconsider. Go play a Kerr first, man, with a secondary build, or even just a regular tank build. Good luck, man, because playing against this thing is just awful. It doesn't even matter how you build this. I have Cunningham as like a 10-point captain right now. I haven't even invested into making Cunningham a good captain yet. I've just, you know, got the basics: concealment, superintendent. You know, I think I got expert loader and adrenaline rush. Pretty basic 10-point commander, and it's just stomping all over everything. Doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter what I do or what the enemy team does. They're just eating fires, you know. That Alaska, he might damage control that, you know. If he does and we get another couple fires, he's just dead. So, you know, may as well try. This is front guns only. Front guns only. 4 shells, okay? All 4 hit, and we got a double fire. Really? On a kiting cruiser? Really far, not really far away, but reasonably far away. Like, really? It's just... I'm sorry, I'm at a loss for words, man. I can't... I don't know how else I can describe how broken this ship is. I don't know how else to describe it, because it's just broken. Nothing is this easy to play in the game outside of a carrier. Obviously, we all know how I feel about carriers. But this thing would be definitely on my list of removed from the game. Or heavy nerf. Heavy nerf hammer, man. Even if you took away HE entirely from this ship, it would still probably be one of the best battleships. Because you have incredibly fast firing, incredibly accurate 457mm guns that overmatch 30mm, which is what most cruisers have these days. It would still probably be too powerful. You take away high explosive entirely from it, it's probably still too strong. But it's in the game. Better get it while it's still here, man. I don't know. Yeah, get it while it's still here, dude, because otherwise you're gonna be regretting it later on. I guarantee you that. So, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this little rant. Yeah, that's what this was. This was a rant. I can't stand this thing, dude. Have a good day, guys.